Why did the USA attack Venezuela and capture its president? On the surface, you'll hear reasons like democracy, human rights, or stability. Behind all that, there is a much bigger game: oil and the petrodollar system. Venezuela has one of the largest proven oil reserves in the world, close to 18% of global reserves. The obvious question is, why does the US need Venezuela's oil when America itself has large oil reserves? The answer is, it's not just about oil. It's about control over how oil is traded globally, and that is where the petrodollar comes in. To understand this, we need to go back to 1974. Henry Kissinger, then the US National Security Advisor, went to Saudi Arabia and made a historic deal. The deal was Saudi Arabia and, by extension, other major oil producers would sell their crude oil only in US dollars. In return, the United States would provide them with military protection and support. Once crude oil started being sold exclusively in dollars, every country that wanted to buy oil needed dollars first. This created a massive, constant global demand for the US dollar. The US could then freely print more dollars, and the dollar became the world's reserve currency because most international trade, especially oil trade, was happening in dollars. Over time, some leaders challenged this system. In 2000, Iraq's Saddam Hussein announced that he would sell oil in euros instead of dollar. In 2003, Iraq was invaded under the pretext of weapons of mass destruction, and Saddam was removed. Then Libya's Muammar Gaddafi talked about selling oil in a currency backed by gold, in this case, directly threatening dollar dominance. Shortly after, he was overthrown and killed, and Libya descended into chaos. Now comes Venezuela. In 2025, its leadership signaled that they would sell oil to China in yuan, to Russia in rubles, and expressed interest in joining BRICS. BRICS is a bloc of major emerging economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and some additional members that together account for around 40% of the world's GDP. If a country like Venezuela, with such massive oil reserves, joins BRICS and starts selling oil in non-dollar currency, it could accelerate a major power shift away from the US dollar. If more and more countries start trading oil outside the dollar system, the global demand for dollars will fall. That would weaken the dollar's dominance and, with it, the United States' financial and geopolitical power. So this entire confrontation is not just about Venezuela itself. It is about protecting the petrodollar system. Because if the dollar loses its central role in global trade, especially in oil, the foundation of US power starts to crack. The US wants the world to keep running on dollars, and it is ready to use economic pressure, coups, or even war to maintain that system. And this is why many analysts believe that in the coming days, under leaders like Donald Trump, we may see new flashpoints and new targets, all connected directly or indirectly to the same core battle: protecting the dollar's dominance.